It was the 1990s, a big show in a small town off I-75 in Georgia. They were called the biggest cocks in the henhouse. But things have changed since then. It's been 30 years, and they finally found a home here, like everyone else, doing a podcast. It's Erica and Mark, the phone call podcast thing.
Hello.
I'd like to speak to Mark, please. Who is this? Hello?
This is Mark when he sounds like he has a radio voice.
Mark,
yeah, I know.
Why do you have your porn sexy voice on? What is going on?
I am super congested. The mountains hate me.
Oh, that's right. You're on vacation. That's why I haven't talked to you for a while.
Came back from the mountains, and I don't know what is the matter with me. I can't relax. I just cannot relax.
You caught mountain COVID is what happened.
Well, it seems like every time I come home from any kind of trip, I'm sick for the next couple of days.
Oh, so you're old and a nerd.
Yes.
And wearing glasses.
Oh, yes. And I actually, from the mountains, I actually texted a couple of our meteorologist friends to make sure that I was going to be okay getting home.
Why?
Coming down through Georgia because I want to take cotton through Alabama. I don't want to get caught in
first
Debbie.
Of all, hold on. Which meteorologist friend did you contact?
Well, you don't know this one. Zach, I contacted.
Sounds suspicious, but all right.
Zach Videla.
Okay.
He used to work in Lake Charles when I was over there, and now he's in New Orleans. That's where he's actually from.
All
and
right.
he's
What did he tell you about Debbie? Stay out of Sarasota?
No, he says you'll have no problem getting home. This is a Florida problem.
Right. Because you were in the mountains of North Carolina and you had to get back to Louisiana. Okay.
Yes. Where we were was literally right on the border of South Carolina and North Carolina, the extreme southwest tip.
Yeah. You were barely in the mountains. You went right up from the flatland or the hill country of South Carolina and got to the mountains and stopped.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very familiar with that area. It's very nice there.
So yeah, it was nice, and but like I said, it's just too much of the clean air and all that. It's too much for me.
You need the pollution of New Orleans.
I need pollution. Yes, I need pollution to survive. I don't want this global warming to keep going because it's what's keeping me alive.
Wow. So other than that, the mountains were good to you? Did you have
yes.
fun? All right.
But I was worried about you. I even called you. I said, "Are you okay?" Because you were in your new place.
Yeah.
You moved.
So as we tape this, I moved a week ago today, which was the very beginning of August, first day of August, and everything's fine. The move goes fine. The movers are really cool. And, it was expensive, but it wasn't as expensive as I thought it was going to be. Nothing got broke. I found almost everything except for my mic processor, which is why my voice probably sounds a little different today. And it was like, wow, this went really well. Now I got all this crap to unpack. That's cool. I got all weekend. And then we hear, Debbie is coming to Southwest Florida. And I'm like, well, that's where I live. I live in Southwest Florida. So I turned the news on. And this frickin' storm starts raining. I took a picture of the backyard of my lovely new condo here in Sarasota.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's got a lovely lake and a fountain and the woods back there. It's very nice. And then I wake up, this on Saturday night I took that. And then I wake up Sunday morning and the water is on my lanai and about to come into my garage.
The lake's in your house.
This whole place is flooded. And I had a friend who lived here for years. First thing I asked was, hey, does it ever flood in there? Because I'm a little paranoid about that. Oh, no, I lived there for 8 years. Never flooded there. No, you're good in there. Well, we got 20 inches of rain on the spot where I am.
Yes, I saw that. I mean, it was crazy amount of rain.
In a day. This was almost as bad as the flood in Macon.
Yes.
And Sarasota and Manatee counties here in Florida are still, large parts of them are underwater here. 5 days later, people are still, many people lost their homes and their cars, and it's So now, if we thought insurance was hard to get before here in Florida, it's not only going to be hard to get, it's going to be completely unaffordable. Oh, that's the other thing. So I have renter's insurance that I had on my apartment in St. Pete.
Right.
And so I changed my address with my insurance company because, you got to do that legally.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, yeah, just transfer my renter's policy to my new address. Here's my new address. Oh, unfortunately, we cannot insure that address. Here's your money back. What?
What?
That's what I said. So now I'm flying without insurance on the condo here. Yeah.
Now the condo, they would take care of all that stuff anyway, right?
Well, I had
Floods and everything?
I had a roof leak. I lost some of the ceiling. Some water came in the wall and got like behind the paint, and it was like peeling sunburn. You know, I had to poke a little hole with a pin in this big bubble on the wall to get the water to drain. And I'm like, well, I may have chosen poorly moving into here.
Oh man, that's crazy.
It's not really nice and quiet. Otherwise, I'm afraid that I'm the loud asshole everyone's going to hate because there's a bunch of old people in here. Then I realized I'm old people, but maybe I'm a noisy old people. I don't know.
I saw the pictures posted up on Facebook from your ex and a few other people that live up that way, and it's
dude,
like
it's bad.
It's like, holy cow! And then I saw
really bad.
What do you call those things? I can't think what they're called now.
A clown?
No, it's the things that fly.
Drone.
Drone. Yeah,
there,
the drone
there
footage of Live Oak.
It's a new thing, the drones.
Yeah, the drones. The drone. Is that what it's called? The drone, right?
Let's ask ChatGPT and see what Cove says. Hey, Cove, what's the definition of a drone? You know what No, I'm not
He's
going
to say the drone.
He's going to say, it is your partner, Mark. Oh, God. Well, Mark has disconnected himself.
No, I thought I did already because my piece went out, but I think it was just got a little loose.
All right,
I got to buy some real headphones. The way they come now with the things that come apart, we would have never survived with this in radio. The way we take our headphones off and on all the time.
Yeah. No, well, that's why you got those Sonys, the ones or the AKG ones that were indestructible.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw my Pro Cos 40s actually. My Cos Pro 40A. I still have them in my room, but it won't fit inside there.
Are you sure you're okay? Because your audio is kind of messed up on my side now.
Is it?
Because, you must have unplugged something. We need to get an engineer for Mark that goes straight to Mark. And,
oh, my goodness.
Yeah, because now I can't hear Mark's microphone. I think I hear his phone or something. Did you turn your phone back on?
No, but it did it itself. I hit disconnect. That's what it was. Okay, here we go. How's that now? Better?
Yeah, that's better. Thanks, Mark. I hope nobody heard that on the air. It was just affecting me. We can edit this whole part out. Or not. It's up to you. I don't know. So we both had adventurous a week off, I guess. You got sick in the mountains, and I went through a hurricane and got flooded.
Yeah, and I had some interesting things at the mountain. First of all, that part of there's a school in that part of the mountain, right? And in the school I guess it's a music school. Or
it's like Appalachian State or something.
It's not even a name I'm familiar with, and it's really pretty. It's a nice campus.
What is it?
And we go there because my sister-in-law says, "Hey, there's going to be there's a saxophone contest." And I'm going, well.
Sax, got it.
Yeah. So, which that was sex contest? No, sax contest.
You got to just turn your phone off there. Mark's phone.
I'm going to just shut it off, because this is getting to be annoying as heck. There you go.
Mark and technology. You know what? We're going to hire you an engineer with all the money we're making from this show. We're gonna bring on a fourth person. I'm going to have Cove, and you're going to have an actual person making sure you know what you're doing.
They'll just be running behind me going, "Stop it. Stop it. Stop it."
You know, if ChatGPT gets any better, I'm gonna buy it for you. I'm gonna send it to you.
So anyway, I'm thinking it's a sax contest. So we get there, right?
Yeah.
And I like the saxophone.
What the hell is a sax contest?
I don't know, and I should have said this doesn't sound right to begin with.
Doesn't sound like a thing at all.
No, it doesn't sound. And I should have said this doesn't sound like a thing. What are you taking me to? So we get there. It's a music conservatory.
Okay.
So it's a sax recital.
Oh, my God. And who's playing the sax?
Kids.
Oh, God.
Kids is.
Oh,
well,
no.
not kids to me, but they were like college kids.
Yeah.
Like there's the lady from Brigham Young was playing piano, and then somebody was from West Michigan, Central Michigan, and all these, and then these School of the Arts and conservatories are.
Can I guess one of the songs that they played?
Yes.
The Pink Panther theme.
No, I wish. That would have been cool. No, it was all Mozart and things like that. It was interesting. But
I'm sorry, who? Mozart?
Yes.
That's
Did I say that
Mozart.
right?
Yeah, it's Mozart
that
with
guy.
a T. Yeah.
That guy too.
Yeah. Mozart is from Arkansas, and he's a totally different guy. You don't want to listen to that.
At least I didn't say most deaf.
Yeah, that's totally saying that. Wow, I wish I was deaf right now, just like our listeners.
So I get in there, and I don't know how to act in one of these places. I don't know what I'm doing there.
What are you doing? You talking to your wife? Hey, what is this song they're playing? Shut up and listen.
Well, everyone's being real quiet, so I immediately settled into being quiet, right? And there was this lady in front of me that every time they made a mistake or she thought there was a mistake, you got to look at me because and this is not going to be good for on air, but she would go.
Just so snapped her head
snap her head real quick and look at her husband with a mean mug. She's mug at her husband.
She's personally insulted that these guys fuck something up.
Yes. Until her grandson came out. And then everything. La, 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 la,
I love it. Oh, he didn't make any mistake.
No, and it was like, and she was even mad as there's, with technology, right? So they've got the thing that looks like an iPad. I guess maybe it is an iPad. And they would use a foot press their foot on his button that would turn the page for them instead of moving the music. Well, He came out. Of course, he doesn't have a pad. No. He's got sheet music in front of him, and Grandma likes that better.
Oh, okay. So it's not because he's poor.
Yeah. And then after that kid goes off the stage, then Grandma starts pulling out old people candy. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh no, the candy with like the noisy wrappers, like butterscotch or something.
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh.
And I'm trying not to laugh at her, right? So all of a sudden, I decide I got to sneeze. And I'm going, and it's in the middle of music. And it's already people are looking this way as it is because of Grandma, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh no, please. So I pulled one of those where you just kind of, and you stop it.
Yeah.
Well.
Didn't work?
It moved south.
Oh, it did not. Your sneeze turned into a big giant fart. Oh, it's even better. Oh my God. Oh, do you wonder why you're sick? Oh my God. So what did Grandma do? Throw candy at you? I mean, she snapped her head.
Give me a mean mug look. So the minute they stopped, because you can't come in and right you can't even come in and go when people are playing. I would have left right then, but I had to wait it out, and I walked down. It's like all I want to do is go to a saxophone contest.
So instead, you farted all over it, and then you just left. Oh my God, Mark.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
So, anyway.
Just going to gloss over the rest, huh?
So, yeah.
No repercussions in the lobby? Nothing?
No. I just got out of there. We left.
All right. Good.
So
it was the guy with the Florida license plate.
If you hear anything about a sax contest, don't go.
Yeah, don't go. Right, yeah.
It's not what you think it is.
No, it'll make you turn your ass into a bassoon.
So now I found out these restaurants are real slick in the mountains. First of all, there's a lot of high-end restaurants there. Yeah. We did not eat a meal. I did not eat a meal what the table cost was under $200.
Wow.
Anywhere we went.
I didn't know you were this fancy.
Craft beers and all kinds of crap. None of it's for me, of course. I mean, I just go, I go, I look at the price. I go, I'll take the wedge salad.
I'll have the wedge salad and chicken fingers. Thank you very much. Ordering like an 8-year-old.
Well, here's something maybe you don't know or what, right? They advertise $6 margaritas.
All right. I'm listening.
All right.
So I'm not interested.
Sounds like a win, right?
Yeah, sure.
Sounds like a win.
Yeah.
That's a win. $6 margarita. That's a win.
Unless you're an alcoholic. Then.
So then at the end, I pay the bill, and I noticed that the one $6 margarita was $18.
Oh.
So I said, this is a problem here. And then I noticed she never asked, but there was what they call top shelf. And Patron or one of those guys.
Yeah.
And that was an additional $12 for the shot of Patron inside the $6 margarita. So yeah,
Okay.
and then you get these really fancy.
Did you fart in protest? I mean, how do you? No, everything was fine.
No, I just paid it because I didn't want to look like a cheap guy.
All right.
You know, I'm with millionaires, so it's you got to do what you got to do.
Sure.
But then I know I would I got to stop looking at the bill and just pay it and forget about it. But I wanted to see why it was so high, and it's like she got a salad. How the salad was like $12. That's not bad. It's a salad.
Yeah.
It was a fancy pants salad, but she opted for a piece. She opted for you could have like chicken so she opted for the salmon. No, the salmon cost was the same. Was the piece of salmon that went on her salad?
Yeah.
Was the same price as the salmon dinner that was $50-something.
Wow. This is
So there was a $72 salad.
So you're used to the early bird buffet at the Sizzler, and
yes,
now you got this to deal with.
Yes, and yes,
it's a whole other world out there now, Mark. It's scary.
Yeah, it's a whole. Yeah, I'm not prepared for this at all. I can't. It's like I said. It's when you hang around with millionaires. It's what happens.
Yeah.
They got to them. It's like no big deal. It's just a piece of salmon. What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? It's not like
it's
somebody
$50. That's why. It's like somebody fought at a sax contest.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
You all right?
All right. So yeah, okay. I want to. I want to talk about the Olympics.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I want to apologize to everyone in the theater.
The sex contest.
I can't stop thinking about it. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It was brilliant. So everyone's talking about the Olympics, right?
Yeah, I haven't super watched them.
And the opening ceremony and all this stuff. And I know what you're thinking yourself is probably there's conservative Mark. He's going to talk about the Last Supper, this and all that stuff.
I already know what you're going to talk about.
What am I going to talk about?
You're going to talk about the guy whose dick stopped him from winning the pole vaulting competition.
Actually, that was actually funnier, than mine. But I have a new hero.
Oh, is it Dick
the
guy?
The Turkish guy.
Oh,
with the pistol.
Yes.
Incredible.
I know.
Gets a silver medal, and he just showed up because somebody was calling in sick.
No hearing protection. He's just wearing his glasses, and he gets up there and guys, it's going to come out that guy's an assassin.
I'm going to tell you. Now, I don't know if it's true or not, but I don't know if somebody was just saying that because I haven't seen it myself physically, but they said he was wiping the gun off for Prince, wiping the Prince off the gun.
He was. Yeah, I saw the clip on Instagram.
Okay, so it's true then.
I'm like, oh, well, this is interesting.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
That is definitely a guy who probably wishes he wasn't on TV.
He's got to. He's got to be a trained assassin. Did you see his?
Former.
Yeah. I mean, hand in a pocket.
Yeah.
His regular glasses.
It's like, oh yeah, hold on, I just had a couple of drinks. I got to go out there and do this. All right, okay. Which way to the buffet?
Yeah, did you hear? You heard how it happened, right? How he ended up being there, right?
It was an accident. He, the person who was supposed to be there, just they didn't show up, or they were at a travel problem. Yeah,
somehow they couldn't make it, and he said, "Well, I can't have my country not thing." So when he calls, well, I got a meeting and I got to go to dinner after that. Right. So it was. Let me just go out there and knock out a medal. And so he says, "Well, yeah, you can go ahead and go knock it out now." And he's okay. Let's knock out a silver medal and call it a wash. Jeez,
that guy's everybody's hero. Him and Dick Guy are everybody's heroes.
See, now I heard about that, but unfortunately, somebody actually found a way to take that clip and show it, and that guy's not going to be in the Olympics very long.
No, he's going to be straight to porn after that.
Man, oh man. It scared me.
Yeah. I mean,
and everyone say, no, it wasn't that. It wasn't. No, it was that.
Yeah.
it was that. You could see it.
Scared a lot of the people who were pissed off about the opening ceremonies, too. Oh, my God. People dropping their hankies and fainting. When I saw that, I had to. I watched it more than once because I was laughing so hard.
Oh. And he was a pole vaulter, right? Yes, he was. And
more
yes,
ways
he
than
was.
one, yes. That's all I know about the Olympics. I haven't really watched.
Yeah, that's the only thing I really paid attention to was that. I mean, I really honestly, ever since we started putting our pros in the Olympics too, I don't get that excited about it anymore.
I did see a couple of pictures of the men's basketball team taking on like Latvia or something, and one of the U.S. players is like 7'2", and one of the Latvian players was like 5'3", and it's like.
Guard him.
What position is he playing? Ball guard? Because that's where his head comes out to. That dude's balls. It's just
that's what I'm saying. It's like, do you remember back when we were kids that you would take, these were high school kids or college kids that were in the Olympics.
You didn't go to the Olympics when we were in Macon, did you?
No.
That's the same thing. I got to go to the men's basketball and watch, Shaquille O'Neal play and
I know.
And watch all those guys, and it was we ended up leaving early because it was just like, this is boring.
It's not even fun. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not even.
That was the hardest ticket to get to the '96 Olympics, and we left. We left like in the middle of it. But yeah, it's the same thing as when we were kids. It was like, what is this kid? Should this kid still be in school, or is he 30?
Yeah.
They always keep those athletes around to, win the games.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous with the thing. And it's all that. Let me see. Oh, I also had to laugh at the girl from, was it South America?
What'd she do?
Or Spain, and where she was started to, like, she was way ahead, so she started slowing down.
Oh, I didn't see that.
And somebody blew right past her right before the line. She literally had the gold in her hand.
Oh,
and she started celebrating ahead of time, and they walked right past.
Maybe I should start watching the Olympics, or at least the highlights.
The highlights are pretty funny sometimes. But anyway, but I saw that guy with a gun. I was like, man, oh man! I said, this is what we need to be talking about. This guy. First of all, we need to get him in the United States.
What are we going to do with him?
He can run the Secret Service.
Oh, yeah.
He show you how to take people out instantly, and then while you're lighting a cigarette.
Yeah, he's that guy standing over by the tree saying, "Over on the roof, somebody get him."
All right, dang it, took too long. Bang.
All right, hold on.
Oh gosh.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
So, you like to brag about you're a Gen Zer or a millennial? You're not a millennial, right?
Oh, man, I'm Gen X. I'm the forgotten generation that even you forgot about.
Gen X, and then I'm a what?
You're a boomer.
Yeah, but not anymore.
You're a solid boomer. You're a later boomer.
No, they've come out and realized that the people in my time can't relate because we were kids during the Vietnam War and all that stuff. I mean, we were just children. Well, so we don't relate that, and we don't relate to the younger crowd because they, computers and everything else. So we're from 1954 now to 1965. They've
subcategorized you, huh?
Yes, and it's now called Gen Jones. Generation Jones.
Gen Jones. And what you guys are just trying to keep up with each other? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. You know what? It kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, it really does.
I haven't heard
silent generation, baby boomers, Gen X, millennials, Gen Z, Gen Alpha coming up. Yeah. And then they spent decades grouping these and analyzing these different groups and assigning various qualities and habits and tendencies. But some people just don't identify with their generation, and especially in the boomer category.
That puts me about 2 years away from the very end of the Joneses.
Well, they may be working on yours too, then, because that's where the Joneses come in.
Just leave me alone. Just leave Gen X out of everything, if you could.
Xennials that straddle Gen X. Oh my gosh!
I know.
And then millennials. You got too many things. But but I'm in my own category now.
Xennials are like younger Gen X. They were like 1977, I think, to whatever it is, 82, 83. But I don't know, man. I know plenty of people that were born 10 years after me that are pretty much the same in attitude and everything. We're all Gen X. We don't care. We seriously, if you look at every time I see one of these articles about generation whatever, they always leave out Gen X. And it's so funny because we're the ones who don't care about that stuff. We're like, oh, look at that. They left us out again. That's going to affect my life in no way. I don't know what it is. They used to call us slackers back in the 80s. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, it was on the cover of Time magazine. It's like, what are all these kids who are sitting around watching TV and listening to their, what were they? The Walkmans.
Oh, the
all
Walkmans,
they're doing, listen to
yeah.
their Walkmans, and they're playing video games. They're never going to amount to nothing. So we still don't care. We didn't care then, and now we're all in our 40s and 50s, and we don't care now.
So that's okay, because I'm not part of the Walkman crowd, and I'm definitely not part of the Vietnam crowd and the hippies. You know, I know of them, but
you got out of going to Vietnam because you were 13.
Yes.
Just missed it though, didn't you?
Yeah, we were going down. I think they were eventually going to run out of 19-year-olds and have to go after the 13-year-olds.
You're lucky that you didn't get drafted for Grenada in '82.
Oh, I skated right between both of those. I remember that
did.
Grenada thing because
Yeah,
I was
that was
20. I think I was 22 or 23 when that was.
That was kind of a big deal.
Yeah, it was. What was that even about anyway?
The Cubans and the commies were trying to go into Grenada and take over this little island in the Caribbean, and it was mostly Cuba and Russia. And I don't know, to put a military base there, I guess. I don't remember all the details, but the Americans, there was a medical school there. They had a bunch of Americans, and the Army's job, or the Marines' job, was to go save all the Americans on the island and keep the island free of the communists, which is what we did. And the Marines did it post haste and just made short work of all the Cubans.
I remember that.
I wouldn't want to fight the Marines. Would you want to fight the Marines?
No.
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 Those guys live for that.
And that was Fidel during his heyday, too.
Yeah, that didn't work out so well for him.
He probably thought he was going to back everybody down like he used to do with the Bay of Pigs and all that stuff.
I don't know what he was doing.
Down.
I don't know. Maybe he was getting pushed by the Russians to do it. Maybe he just wanted to look like a big man, and the Russians were like, "Yes, we will back you on this." Who knows?
Yeah, it makes no sense for that.
I'm not a political expert. I know details because I saw that movie with Clint Eastwood that where he went to Grenada. What the hell is the name of that movie?
Is that where you got that from?
Yeah. It's believable, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Oh, I'm gonna look at Clint Eastwood Grenada movie. Not Gran Torino. That's a whole different one.
Oh, I remember Gran Torino. I saw that one.
Oh, that's a good movie.
That's a great movie.
Heartbreak Ridge.
Okay, I've heard that one.
That was the Grenada one, right? Yeah.
You ever walk out on a movie?
Oh, plenty of movies, yeah. Walked out on a band once, too, the Spin Doctors.
I saw them in a casino. They weren't that bad, were they?
Oh, they were terrible, yeah. Movie that I walked out on. God, let me think. There's got to be some.
I walked out on one, and I stopped watching one instantly.
What was it?
It was on DVD at that time when I was trying to watch it.
Was it Deadpool? It was Deadpool.
No, I just never went to see that. But no, the DVD was Free State of Jones County or whatever that was. Was that what it was called? Free State?
Free State of Jones from 2016.
Yes.
An American historical war film inspired by the life of Southern Unionist Newton Knight, who led a successful armed revolt.
Yeah. The Jones County in Mississippi, that's where Laurel was. That's where I used to be working radio.
That's why you went to see it, because it was a Mississippi movie?
Well, no, because they actually filmed it there and everything else. I said, let me hear about the history about it. But it starts off.
I'm not sure if you know about the history of Mississippi, but it doesn't end well. It didn't start well. It wasn't good in the middle.
Well,
Still
I'm going to tell you, it just they had these really great, unbelievably close-up pictures of people getting their heads blown off and stuff.
Oh.
It's just too gross for me. It was just too gross.
Matthew McConaughey is in that movie.
Yeah, and I wanted to watch that movie, but it was like way too violent. I mean, it was like out of control violent.
You know,
it's like I know war is that way, but you don't have to
real,
show
though.
that.
It's a movie.
Well, I know, but it just was too much for me. The other one was Jen's Generation World War Z.
Your Generation World War Z?
World War Z, right?
Yeah, the
Is that what
zombie
it's called?
movie. Yeah, with Brad Pitt. Yeah.
See, yeah, I
That's
didn't know
a good
that was
movie.
a zombie movie.
That movie's terrifying.
Yeah, I know. That's why. So the first scene, and I walked out. I said, "Can I have my money back, sir?"
trying to think of a terrible movie that I walked out. I can't. I'm sure I have, but I can't. Oh, I know which one it was. What the hell was the one? It was the one with It was the big epic one where it was. Oh God, it had Brad Pitt and they were like in ancient Egypt. Oh, hold on, I gotta look this up. Brad Pitt. You know what I'm gonna do? You know who's gonna know?
Chad.
Cove.
Oh, Cove. That's right, not Chad. That's another thing.
Let's see. It's sorry. I was on the cartoonize myself. I don't. I was making cartoons. Let's see. Hold on. Let's connect. Hey, can you tell me the name of the movie that had Brad Pitt in it? It was a big epic.
How's it been going so far?
Hey, pretty good. Good, but I need you to tell me the name of a movie that Brad Pitt was in that took place in ancient Egypt, and it had all kinds of stars. It was well over 3 hours long. What was the name of that movie? Let's see if it knows.
It sounds like you might be thinking of Troy.
Troy.
It's in ancient Greece, not Egypt. It stars Brad Pitt and many other well-known actors, and it's known for its length and epic storyline. Could that be the movie you're thinking of?
That is exactly the movie I'm thinking of, Cove. Thanks, buddy. Look at that, man. See, I don't even have to Google stuff anymore. I just talk to Cove. He gets right into my head and knows. But yes, I walked out of that movie. We used to do sneak previews, like premieres for movies all the time. We would give away tickets on the air, and we would all get tickets, and we'd sit with the critics and see all the movies a week or two before they opened. And that was one of them. And it was so freaking bad. I just remember looking at the person and I said, "You want to go?" Yeah, let's get out of here. I do remember that. Yes.
Well, here's what people are saying: the movie Love Actually is number one.
Really?
Love Actually.
I haven't seen that.
The next one, a movie called Drive.
Drive. I saw that. That movie's terrible, and I love it.
And next one is Drumline.
Definitely didn't see that.
And then Crazy Stupid Love.
Yeah, I saw that.
Clockwork Orange. Weird.
That movie's
weird.
Hard to watch, but that's Stanley Kubrick. That's a good movie.
The Blair Witch Project.
Look, all right, if you don't like the Blair Witch Project, I'm going to tell you something about you that you don't know about you. You do not know how to allow yourself to be entertained by a movie.
I was scared to death.
Yeah, I was scared to death. I know that it's a movie.
I thought it was real.
I did. I mean, I didn't think it was real, but I allowed myself to get immersed in that movie. And the worst part about that movie, that takes place pretty close to where we go camping every year. So those woods they were in, I'm super familiar with those woods, which made it even scarier for me.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Good movie.
Mad Max, Fury Road.
I love that movie. How dare you, Internet? Who said this? Is this Rolling Stone?
BuzzFeed.
Fuck,
To all the boys, P.S. I still love you.
That sounds terrible. I never heard of that.
It says here, shut it off during that weird halfway lip syncing scene that never went back to it. Yes Day.
What?
Yes Day. That's on Netflix.
Yes, they?
No, Yes Day. D-A-Y. It's where you always had to say yes to your kids. It's a Yes Day.
Oh.
It was a bad movie.
Never. Yeah, Jennifer Garner. I never heard of that.
Yeah. The Breakup.
I have heard of that. Didn't see it.
Now, see, I thought that was kind of funny.
Why, you saw
I watched that. Oh,
and?
Here's one. And this was a typical. This is your.
Oh, I
generation,
did see The
believe.
Breakup. It's got Vince Vaughn and Jennifer Aniston. I saw that. That wasn't that bad. That was okay.
Napoleon Dynamite.
That is a movie that people either love or hate.
Yes.
And I got to be in the mood to watch that movie because
it's the dumbest movie I've ever seen.
Dumbest movie ever. But I still watch it.
But I still love the dance scene.
It's not without its charm, that movie. You have to,
Yes.
Again, you have to allow yourself to be entertained by massive amount of stupidity that is within that movie.
You never thought that Pee Wee Herman could make a pop a wheelie on a bicycle look dumb until you see what Napoleon Dynamite can do on a bicycle.
Yeah, he makes them. Yeah, I mean, Napoleon Dynamite makes Pee Wee Herman look like a scholar.
Stud.
Yeah, right.
Okay, a movie called The Beach Bum.
No, I haven't heard of that.
Me neither.
What else?
Aladdin.
Aladdin with Robin Williams?
The live action remake.
Oh, with Will Smith.
Yeah, with Will Smith as a genie.
Yeah, I can. I would have
Was
probably
just out of place.
I would have probably not gone to see that, which is exactly what I did.
Now, here's one I'd never heard of before. Have you ever heard of this one?
What?
The Lobster.
No, is it about Lobster Boy?
It says so trippy and nonsensical, I couldn't handle it. My friends and I suffered through almost an hour before we bailed.
It
was
I'm
a total mind
not
F.
interested. All right, let's see. Let's see who's in there. Colin Farrell is in that, so I think I automatically hate it. Let's see. It is it's a absurdist black comedy drama directed by some guy's name I can't pronounce. The film follows a newly single bachelor who moves into a hotel with other singletons who are all obliged to find a romantic partner in 45 days, or else they'll be transformed into animals. Yep, that sounds pretty stupid. I don't. I'm kind of interested now. That just sounds terrible. Can we skip to the end here and spoil it for everybody? And so, no.
Yeah, go ahead. Just to help everybody out.
I don't see it. Let's go to the Lobster movie spoilers. We should have made Cove do all this. A Lobster movie ending explained. Movie spoilers. There's a guy who wins over his girlfriend by catching and killing rabbits. I have to watch this.
Oh, no.
This seems absolutely crazy. The internet's hanging on me right now, so yeah, that's not working. Yeah, the internet doesn't want me to spoil it for myself. That's what it is.
You ever watch Failure to Launch?
Yeah.
That was people walked out on that.
Yeah, I could see that.
Sarah Jessica walked into a bar one day, and the bartender said, "Why the long face?"
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, ready for this one? This
like
was a surprise to me.
like a horse.
I would have never walked out on this.
What?
Jurassic Park.
The first one?
Yes.
That movie, I saw that in
was
Macon.
Great.
And I don't know how many times I saw that in the theater when we were living in Macon, because those dinosaurs were real. Those were the best special effects that any of us had ever seen in a movie up until that time. It blew away Star Wars and everything else that we saw ever. It was amazing.
Well, you know what though, BuzzFeed. What do you think? What do you think the average age of a reader? Well, it's probably going up a little bit since I look at it now.
On BuzzFeed?
BuzzFeed, probably about 15, 16.
Yeah, I was going to say 17.3 years.
17.3 because now there's a 65-year-old looking at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then because here's one they killed. Now, you tell me how do you kill this?
What?
The Notebook.
That's come on. That's a classic movie.
That's a brilliant, beautiful movie.
These are people who don't have any brains that don't like this movie.
It said, Thunder Snowcat said, this tells you right there, anime fan.
Mm-hmm.
I walked out of the original Jurassic Park and The Notebook. I couldn't get into either one of them.
I don't know how he got out of his basement.
There was not enough cartoon boobage.
There were not enough Asian cartoon girls wearing short skirts.
I had no idea that stuff was that way. You know that my son and his friends would all watch anime.
I'm going to help you with where it started. Do you know where it started?
No.
Speed Racer.
Oh, I remember that when I was a kid.
So think about it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like early anime, isn't it?
So yeah, same kind of weird moves and
you see what I just did there for you? I just helped you relate to the kids.
Yeah, I never understood it at all, but now I know.
You know.
Now I'm okay with it now.
You're welcome.
I guess. Did they actually have sex in it though?
In Speed Racer?
No,
they never showed that. I
don't know. No, in anime.
I don't know, dude. I don't watch enough anime.
You ever watch anime at all?
That's hard to believe. I know.
No.
I have a cool daughter who was in the circus. We didn't have time for anime. We had our own circus going on.
Yeah, my son, between anime and video games, that's all they ever did.
Ugh, yeah.
And I started looking at some of those. I go, man, these are a little racy.
Oh, I wouldn't know what to do if I had a boy child. That would be difficult.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to go rest my.
Let's cut this a little short here today because you don't sound too good. You don't look good. Look a little green around the gills there with your mountain COVID. Go take a test. See if you have the COVID.
No. Oh, I should because I've never had the COVID yet, and I want to know why.
Because you don't ever take a test. You probably have had.
No, I've had to take the test before multiple times when I was working, but not since I don't work anymore now.
Well, if you're positive, make sure you post it on the Erica and Mark Facebook page. Well, shameless plug there for you, buddy. Like that?
Yes.
All right. And we'd like to thank our current sponsors, whoever they may be.
Watermelon something. Watermelonfest.com.
I was kidding. Really?
Yeah.
What,
yeah.
you can
that's
order
true.
watermelons on the internet? That's you.
I don't know if you can order the watermelons or if it's just like they're just trying to make sure you remember that there's more than just avocado in life.
I've seen these square watermelons on social media, and I want to know, how do you get those? How do you grow them square? Have you seen those?
That's a Bill Gates question.
Oh, stop it with your conservative stuff. We made almost the whole phone call.
Bye, Erica.
Bye, Mark. Hope you feel better, buddy.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.